Everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing a subscriber request here. I'm going to be creating a chess checker box poster. And so let's jump right in. Okay, so we're going to create a design and I'm going to use a poster portrait, but I want the biggest one. So I think this is about an A1 portrait. Okay, so for those who have been following me, you know you got to go into Element to create a table, and then you type in table, and then they'll show all the tables that are available here in Canva under Elements. So I'm going to click the first one, and so right now I've got a 3x4, and I need a checkerboard is an 8x8. So I need to add some more columns and rows. So let's do the columns first. So that's what, 4. We got 5. Oh, where's that arrow? 6, 7, and last but not least, do it here, 8. Okay, and then we're gonna go down. So let's just select all and add a row. So that's 5, and then it's 6, 7, and 8. Okay, great. So now I'm just gonna bring this up here. There we go, center it. So now I want to try and size it up just to make it wider. There you go. The squares need to be a little bit wider, and I think that is perfect. Okay, so now let's recenter it here. And perfect. So a checkerboard usually starts off with white, and then every other square has to be black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the first square, the second square, then hop over to the second one over, but I'm going to hold on to the command key and then click with my mouse. So I'll just keep doing that until you get to the end. Now, what I find about the checkerboards is that you would think that this next line would be white, but it's not. It's black. So then you go black, 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 black. Then that's white. And then but if this is black here, black and black can't be literally next to each other. So it's the next one over. Black, black, black. Same thing. And then again. Okay, and then let's see, I'm hoping I'm doing this right here. And then the last row here, and done. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go up here and I'm gonna color this black, and that looks right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now I've got my checkerboard. I think the line around the box, I want it to be more defined. So I'm gonna go into my my borders, and I'm gonna click on the border style, and so it's already set for me, but I may weigh it to like 5, bring it up to 5, and yeah, that should be fine. And then now I'm going to make the background here different colors. So let's just make it this color here. And the reason is because I want to put a background square to bring out the checkerboard. So I'm going to go back into my elements, and I'm going to go to lines and shapes and click on the square. And then I'm just going to enlarge the square, and then center it. I'm going to make it white, and I'm going to position it to the back. And okay, so it's too wide out, so I'm going to bring it in some more, and I'm going to then center it again. And I think I still want to bring some more in and center it if I can. Let's try this. There you go. Is that centered? Yes, that's perfect. All right, if I click out, okay, so that looks pretty good. I mean, I might want to bring it in just a bit more. Yeah. And then center it. Is that centered? Looks like it. Let's see now. The only difference is, let's do this. Okay, that might work now. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so now that I've got my checkerboard, now the thing is, you can't, if you select all to group, for some reason, I don't think, well, not some reason, but I believe it's because this is a table. You can't group a table with another element. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this whole thing, and I'm going to hit Control C, or you can just right click your mouse and hit copy. Okay. And then I've already created a chest poster, as you can see here. And I'm just now going to add the board, the chessboard, in onto where I want it on here on this poster. So all I'm going to do is right click my mouse and then hit paste, or you can hit Command or Control V. And so now it's paste the checkerboard that I created on the other template that I created. And I'm going to move it down here. So whatever you do, it's got to stay highlighted, because if you just click out, and you're going to have to reselect the checkerboard and the white background square. So they have to stick together, okay? So I'm just going to place it here. I'm going to enlarge it. And then I'm going to just tilt it to a degree. And let's see here. How do I want this? Okay, yeah, probably like that. Let me see if I just, no, I still want to tilt it. Okay, I think I'm going to tilt it some more here. So let's just bring it like, actually bring it back maybe. About like that. And then I'm going to bring it down here. Yeah, about like right, a little up here. And then I'm going to position it to the back. And yeah, I think that looks good. Let's see what happens if I just tilt it some more. Like that maybe. And then I could bring it down a bit maybe. And I'm just gonna release that. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. Let me just, yeah. I'll bring it down just a bit. And this time I'm just gonna use the arrow keys. And I'm using the down arrow key. Bring that up maybe just a bit more here. And let's see how that looks. Perfect. So that's pretty much it. Now, this is a poster, okay? So if you, obviously posters are A0s and are A0s and A1s. And if you want to print, say, via Canva, you can do so. Here, right at the top right-hand corner, you just hit on print posters, and then just follow the guidelines that Canva has set forth for you here. So I'm just going to do the page 2. This is the one I did with you guys here. And then, so there's different sizes starting from, well, Canva does A1, A2, and A3. There is an A0, which is a lot bigger, but obviously they don't do it here. But I'll tell you where you can do an A0 in just a moment here. But yeah, so let's say if you want to do an A1, and then, you know, you could choose the type of finish, whether it be gloss, or fine art finish. And it's going to cost you for one poster $27.50. Not bad. And then you just hit continue. Now you just have to do, Canva's just going to do the final checks here in regards to the bleed marks, as well as the edges here. So they're saying here that there's one issue. Now they can automatically fix it for you, or they'll tell you what it is. And they're saying here to adjust the edges of printing, and that your background will be stretched to avoid white or unprinted edges. So it seems with Canva, like they put like a white around here. So see where that red is here? They're saying that this part, anything on the red or outside of it, will be cut off. So if I hit adjust, Canva automatically does it for me, and they've adjusted it for me. And if you really want to see what it looks like, all you have to do is just download the PDF. And this is the final of what it will look like once they print it and you give them the go ahead to print. Okay, so once you download it and then you open it, this is what it will look like. So Canva's saying that once you say you can go ahead and print this and then you pay for it, this is what you will get in the mail. It will look exactly like this. So I'm going to try and do a side by side. You can see how there's more of this white here. It's interesting because it's showing here that they're cutting it off, but over here it hasn't been cut off. So if you want to play around with it, let's say you don't like all this white here, you want to bring it down some more, you're just going to have to click and then hit the arrow key to go down, and so on and so forth. Okay. But all in all, if you're happy with it like I am, I would then go to check out and then fill in all your details in regards to how you want Canva to ship your poster to you, and then you're good as gold. Now, if you don't want to do through Canva because sometimes there's limited options and it could be a little bit pricey, you can, I use printed.com. And pretty much it's like your go-to high quality digital printing company here. And there's so many different products that you can have printed out for you. And I've done a couple. I've done business cards, I've done flyers, I've done a lot of stuff, invitations, I've done greeting cards, and I'm so happy. I'm pleased with printed.com. But if you want to make a poster, so what you could do is you go to products, and then there's indoor posters, and they also have outdoor posters as well. But in this case, I'm making an indoor poster, and they start from $12.50 in the UK. Printed.com though is, I believe, not just only I know they're also in North America, but I don't know about all over the world. But if you just go to their website, you'll know. So what you would do is click on order now, and you have different types of products. So like, see how I was saying that there is outdoor posters, but like in this case, I'm doing an indoor poster. And then here are all the different sizes you can choose from. And then there's the AO size, but because I created an A1 on Canva, I'm going to go with the A1 here. So you could still make an AO one, but you have to remember that when you're creating your template, you need to change the dimensions to what printed.com is suggesting. Well, not suggesting, the standard AO size is that 841 millimeters by 1,189 millimeters. Okay, so once you click on A1, you'll just go down and you choose your orientation, and for me it's going to be portrait, and then the paper size, not size, but the quality, I think I want to just matte with 120 GSM weight, and I just want one. And with printed.com, the more quantity you choose, the cheaper you will get per item. So as you can see right now, for one it's $12.50, but let's say I went and got 5, then it's saying that per item is £7.42. And so then it will say, do you want to print more than one design? So you could have a whole bunch of A1 size posters, but different images on each poster. So instead of you having to go through this whole process again one by one, you can just upload each one onto here and then tell printed.com how many you want, and so on and so forth. So that's another cool feature that they have. And then there's extras if you want to have the glass look or the matte look. But with this one, they're saying you can't. So you just say none. And then after that, if you're done, you just need to upload your artwork. You have the option. Here are the different types of downloads that you can use. So with Canva, I believe it was a PNG. I did one previous, but it was a PNG that I saved it under. So just so you should know, if you don't want to go the route of printing via Canva, all you need to do then, I'm going to exit out of this, is you will then go to share, you would go to download, and then you would choose whichever one you would like to save it as. So obviously if you're doing it through printed.com, you have that option of JPEG and PNG, or not the PDF standard, but the PDF print to get the best quality of the colors once it's printed. Okay, so I'm going to upload my artwork, and it's uploading right now. And once it uploads, printer.com automatically shows you what it's going to look like, and they show you the dimensions and everything. And if you are happy, and they give you information about the bleed and safe areas, so everything looks fine. I'm happy with it, to be honest with you. Then you just go to add to basket, and then you just finish up your order by putting in your delivery address and then your order details and so on and so forth. Check out, pay, and you're good to go. Anyways, y'all, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments down below. Like this video if you like it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. Y'all take care and see you in my next video. Bye for now.